Hello YouTubers, welcome back to another Dr. Price of 10 YouTube video, and today, well, it's finally the showcase of the TARDIS. As you can see, the police box, it's all lit up around the outside and stuff. If you go in, here's the view of the console. Bit of a mess still because I haven't tidied up. But I can, from the police box, just turn that off to give the console some justice. There's lighting. I'm just going to close that. So yeah, and you can see my other console right here, which is kind of funny. Down here is where the sound system is. This is the power system for the console. Not the console, the police box, and the sound system, and the interior lights. That's also linked onto an extension lead with the time rotor mechanism and the polycarbonate box and the mat lever. So yeah, so this is what I did yesterday. It's actually to block out any uneven light. So if I stand back like so, you can see it's got that really stupid light shining in. So I put this across like so, and it darkens it, which looks a lot better in my opinion. That's dead, it needs new batteries. This one's fixing back down. Obviously I've got the sonic screwdriver charging port back on here, so yeah, looks cool. I'm just gonna stick that back there. Some parts are a little bit different to the layout. That's just from an old hose pipe. None of these things are stuck down apart from this. I've actually screwed this down before I moved the console yesterday, so. And also this is the view, which I want to block that off with a wall, a test wall, in the near future, but for now it's all just open. But there's the police box. I've actually moved the police box up against the wall, because it looks better. So yeah, we have all these parts back on. Obviously you got the other stuff. That's obviously glued down, that was glued down. Everything else isn't, pretty much. So yeah. This has come loose, because the screws come out of the placeholder for the thing. You can actually see it's in there. But it's just wants to tighten up, then it'll be fine. But other than that, it works brilliantly. So yeah, this console has survived the move. It was bleeding heavy. I needed another person to help me carry this because it was that heavy. But all I did is I took these off, undid it from the base, and then disconnect the connections, and then boom, you're done. Well, apart from taking the timer off. Speaking of which, I've got this going across here, like my original console, because it was stabilising the time rotor, which to me looks a little bit better. I do actually want to extend it to the roof, but it's wishful thinking. So yeah, the space between the console is a little bit less than the other room was, so I can still get around the console, but not as good as I did in the other room. I've also done it where it should be the rear stack facing towards the entrance, but end of the day I'm not really bothered. I prefer this orientation on the Tenant console. I'll be working on the legs soon. I'll be putting the side pieces on them when I've got them cut out. I've also taped the electrical bits down, so I don't trip over them and spew everything off. Taped up the control box for the lights. I can have, so you step back, you'll see where this is going, or if I switch it the other way, I have it really. And I did the same for the red lights. So it goes on like that. But to turn off the warm white, all I need to do is just unplug this white. There we go. And if I get my remote for the console, it should be orange. Paradox machine, which looks brilliant. I did actually use this console yesterday to make some TikToks, so I was pretty happy with that. So I'm going to turn this off, plug this back in. There we go. I'm actually going to screw that up to the wall because it's hindering the thing. But yeah, so if I do this, hear that spinning? Why is it doing that? Give me a sec. Should work now. There we go. Also, you can have the breaking the fourth wall. Going with the box light off. Should turn the bedroom light off. That's how you get the grunge. So yeah, TARDIS console next to a TARDIS console. So yeah. So the console's nowhere near done yet. I've still got to do the walls and just do some extra bits on the console. But it's now fully functional. Which I was dreading the move. I was even speaking to my mate yesterday, Josh. I was saying I was dreading the move of the console because it's heavier. I was worried I was going to break the rims, but luckily I haven't. Anyways guys, thank you for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe, and see you guys in the next video. Alonzo.